Showers that we'll have to contend with in the afternoon, maybe one in the morning, but I'm thinking mostly dry conditions will be present in the morning. So not a bad Monday, but certainly could be better. And our temperatures, despite kicking it back a couple degrees, still are going to be well above average, which is 81 degrees this time of year. Notice that we'll continue to be in the upper 80s Tuesday through Thursday when we actually get back up to 90 degrees. But that's only the beginning of our heat. Notice this is a snapshot and a model projection of how warm it could be by the end of the week heading into Memorial Day weekend. Look at Saturday, mid-90s consistently for the upstate, even some upper 90s possible toward the Midlands. Basically, the closer you are to Columbia and the farther south of 85 you are, rule of thumb is usually you're going to be a little bit hotter than we are here along 85. Notice Sunday, same thing, mid-90s, and that'll likely continue into Memorial Day. So here's what my forecast is. I'm going 94 degrees on Saturday, extreme heat with little to no rain, and that's pretty much going to be the rule of thumb all holiday weekend long. So maybe plan some breaks from the outdoor activities. Remember, plenty of sunscreen. Stay hydrated more so than you otherwise would, because it's really easy to get dehydrated. Plus, factor in all the adult beverages, things like that. It could be a recipe for some dangers. So watch out for that this holiday weekend. Other than that, though, not much rain to dodge, which obviously we'd like a little bit of rain to cool us down from the heat sometimes, but we're likely not going to have much, if any, outside of our usual pop-up summertime thunderstorms. High temperatures today for comparison, upper 80s for the most part. We did hit 90 degrees in Newberry, South Carolina, though, as temperatures sit in the 70s and 60s in the upstate mountains, respectively. Looking at satellite and radar, a couple of sprinkles, if not a little shower, trying to form there over northern Transylvania County, moving into the northwest corner of Henderson County, just north of Brevard, basically. That's ahead of a cold front, a fairly weak one at that. That's going to be moving through the area tomorrow, but you're not going to notice too much of it. We're going to have a couple of showers here and there, which is exactly what I'm about to show you on Futurecast. Notice overnight tonight, 1 or 2 showers possible into the morning hours, but overall that period's going to be dry. It's more spotty showers that arrive in the mountains by 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, a stray 1 or 2 that make it into the upstate later in the evening. So that's why our rain chance isn't very big, because most of the area will be dry, and I think you're not going to really even notice this front moves through it, because we're not exactly going to cool down much from it. Well, keep it mild though tonight, 66 degrees thanks to that partly cloudy sky. Mountains at 61 for you. You might encounter a little bit of patchy fog as well, and then we'll top out at 87 degrees for your afternoon. High temperature in the upstate, 82 for you in western North Carolina. So we're going to keep the rating about the same as what we have been. We're going to call it an 8 out of 10 on the Carolina Sky Meter. Switching gears now to the tropics, not officially Atlantic hurricane season yet. That begins June 1st, but we do have a tropical wave that's been given a 50% chance of developing into either a subtropical cyclone or even a tropical storm or depression. So it's just a wave at this point. It's several hundred miles northeast of the Bahamas and several hundred miles south of Bermuda. So basically we have a window between about Monday and Tuesday where this thing could further strengthen as it moves to the west very slowly. Notice that here is the South Carolina coastline all the way over here. This is not expected to make any sort of a U.S. impact or anything like that. But it is that time of year that if you do hear of it, the name that it would be given would be Andrea. So that's the first name that it would take on the list this year. And then from there, we'll see what happens. But no concern for that for the United States, but you might hear of a named system by tomorrow or Tuesday. 7-day forecast. Notice the 90s return after several days in the 80s, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday, we're back in the 90s, mid-90s for the upstate, Friday through Sunday, with upper 80s to near 90 in the mountains. A reminder, you can catch the forecast on The Morning News tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 9 a.m. with meteorologists Nicole Pape and Isaac Williams. And of course, Chris Scott with weather and traffic updates every 10 minutes. Shale?